Satang Prasanga.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, and welcome to today's session. I pray that all is well with you and your families during this lockdown period. So today we are on Sutra number 16, and it goes as follows. Our ability to peacefully surrender depends upon our faith in Him and His commitment in His dealings with His devotees. We see that when we're dealing with someone who's omniscient and perfect, we cannot pretend. So when we approach the altar of the Lord, He immediately understands our heart, and He is trying to assist us with understanding, but many times our attachments are so deep, our requests are so unreasonable, that what He's transmitting to us is not understood. We see in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 11th chapter, there's a beautiful description of the Virat Rupa, the universal form. So in that, two concepts are described about Krishna's power and His greatness. And we've been hearing this over the past few sutras. And at the end, we also hear about His Saumya Rupa, His sweetness. So Virat means greatness, and Vishwarupa, Virat Rupa means His greatness of His power, and Vishwarupa means His majesty, His greatness. And Saumya Rupa at the end of the chapter means His sweetness. Arjuna says, "Show me a Saumya Rupa." So these three concepts combined is what will give us strength to surrender, to develop faith. So we see here today, it says, our ability to peacefully surrender depends upon our faith in Him. So our faith in Him will come if we understand these concepts of His greatness and His sweetness. We see Krishna is the combination. His greatness is in His power, and His caring is in His sweetness. So the combination of those two factors is what Srimad Bhagavatam is all about. When we're reading the stories of Bhagavatam, these are actually historical facts happening at different millenniums. And in those we are hearing, reading and imbibing, trying to understand how Krishna deals and get faith in how He supports His devotees. So it goes on to say, surrender depends on our faith in His commitment, His dealings with His devotees. So how to understand how He's dealing with His devotees? Krishna in and in himself, one of the beautiful names of Krishna is Ganesham, Shyam. So why is He compared to the rain cloud, Ganesham? This is described by the Acharyas as they give commentary to the verse 9.29. Samaham sarve bhuteshu na me dveshasti na priya. I'm equal to all. He says, I'm equal to all. I'm not partial to anyone, but for those who are my devotees, I give them special care. So He's described as Ganesham because by nature, Krishna is merciful. This is His innermost core of His heart, the innermost recesses of His persona and mood is to give mercy. To try to understand Krishna is to try to understand His mood, and His mood is to give mercy. So when we are connecting to Him, He's constantly giving mercy. The problem is we expecting the mercy to only come in the form of His greatness and His power to solve our problem. We are not expecting the mercy to come in His sweetness, where He's trying to personally relate with us and teach us by being intimate, connected with us. We're not expecting that. We just want His power to solve our situation. So in these sutras, we're learning about both the aspects of His persona, His greatness and His sweetness. So Krishna knows nothing but mercy. This is also the form of Jagannath. Big eyes. Why? To see what little effort His devotees making to come towards Him. So if it's not going our way, we're not understanding how the mercy is coming. We're expecting the mercy to only come in the form of His power or His greatness. We're not expecting the mercy to come in His sweetness. And therefore we don't see it. We see in the Krishna Leela, the pastime of the fruit seller. When she came, she was expecting the money. She gave the child, she looked at this beautiful child, she gave him the fruits, but she was expecting him to bring the money. And of course, because she labored hard the whole day. But once she got enchanted by Krishna, she saw the sweetness, she lost the desire for the money to be given to her. So when we in contact with Krishna's sweetness, it enchants. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's called Chamatkar. We get enchanted by Krishna's opulences, His nature, His mood, the way He deals. This is very, very special exchange that He has with His devotees. So I hope you learned something today. Please join us again tomorrow. Hare Krishna.